Hello, and welcome to the Liz O Show. That's right, you heard that right, Liz O, since 2009. Anyway, and this is my co-host, Boppity Bear. Say hello, Boppity Bear. Anyway, he's got yogurt on him. Because my toddlers, I was going to give him a bath, but I didn't have the baking soda. Anyway, welcome to our show. This is basically what it's going to be. You're welcome. We decided, this greater area needs more whimsy, and we are the ones to provide it, whether you want it or not. A lot of people don't, it turns out, like a lot of my ex-employers, which is why I'm currently unemployed. Cheers. But, things are looking up. So here we are. What were you going to say? Yeah, this is actually our lifelong dream. Sometimes this is what someone's lifelong dream looks like. Just a girl and her bear sitting at a public access TV studio at 2 p.m. on a Thursday. This is actually the place where I used to catch the Feng Hua bus back in the early aughts. That was a time to be had. I would take the Concord Trailways and then take the Feng Hua, and then I don't remember after that. I would go to New York, and it was just a blur of alcohol and fun. But, times are different now, shaped up, obviously. As a mom of two, I did arrange childcare for this. So we're here. We're very excited for the different things. This is actually family lineage. My grandmother used to have a radio show and then a talk show on public access. I'm sure it was a bit more classy, but, I'm doing my best. What else can you do? I go to therapy twice a week. I'm going after this. We'll debrief. Maybe I'll have my therapist on the show. That's what we're going to do. We're just going to interview a whole bunch of different local characters, people who are doing fun and exciting things. We'll learn something every time. Whoever we can coerce to get on here. Energy healers, musicians, maybe an alderman. I would very much like to find out what an alderman does, since I know there's a lot of them. I know it has to do with wards, but I know there can be aldermen at large, which sounds very exciting and mysterious. And I know they're involved in the public access sphere. So anyway, we're very excited about diving in. What's that? Is this an ad for aldermen?
Yeah, the aldermen are like...
But don't tell me what they do. I don't want to spoil the surprise. That'll be maybe for next time on the Lizzo show. So yeah, we'll have everything here. Aldermen, kazoos, puppets. She's hiding, but there will be a puppet later. I don't know. We have a book of this is what my children, I am raising little feminists, which is why this book on feminist icons is no longer intact, because it sounds good in theory to raise strong, independent women, but it is in fact very exhausting, which is why I'm here hiding from them. Their dad can deal with them. Anyway, I'm off track, but who cares? Okay, I'll pick that up. Oh, and I should give you a little backstory. Boppity Bear and I did used to do this, I guess you could say professionally. There he is. That's Boppity Bear. Look, Boppity Bear. He's a little hungover. It was the pressure of entertaining today. Just got into the whiskey. Old habits. Because in San Francisco, we lived out there. That's where we were. This kind of thing was more normal. And we did shows in dive bars until Boppity Bear developed a drinking problem. So we had to stop. And also, we didn't know how to make money from that. But it was fun. So that's what's important. This was back in 2012 when we thought the world was ending. So we did things like the Apocalyptic Pirate Party, Apocalyptic Pony Party, Rockopolypse, Papa. I don't know. It was fun. It was a blur. And actually, we are bringing this entertainment to Stark Tavern around Halloween for a Halloween variety show. So it's all happening. Watch out, other Lizzo. But don't sue me because I don't have any money. I got like $50. Probably less after this check to public access. And maybe a few gift cards. But that's not important. Anyway, the puppet just fell down. This is actually the exact sort of absurdity we were... No, not yet. You're not... Okay. At least I think I'm funny. But, okay, so, where were we? All right, the Feng Hua, we covered that, early aughts. There we go. And then we'll also bring you, since we don't have a special guest today, just a guest, the puppet, we will also cover, world news, local news, personal news, probably TMI, but, okay, so let's get into that. So, and I would say, look, Mom, on TV, but my mother doesn't care about anything I do. which is why I need attention so much. Sorry, let's take it up with Sue. This is her problem. Okay, I wish I had a writing utensil. It's okay. I got a balloon. That's settled. Early rise. Oh, global news. All right, let's get into that. I don't actually watch the news, but it's too depressing. But I do get all my new. Oh, hi. Oh, shh. I want to interrupt. Oh, thanks. Planet Fitness. Oh, okay. Well, now I'm going to segue. Thanks, Brendan. And now I'm distracted. Also, I am ADHD, in case you were wondering. And no, I did not take my medication today. Get the full experience. This is what ADHD looks like. Spreading awareness. Why do I keep looking up so I can look at the camera? There we go. Okay, but then I can't see myself. Which, speaking of which, I have been finally going to Planet Fitness after like 7 months ago. I signed up for their like 1 cent deal, and then forgot to cancel, and also forgot to go to the gym. And they just keep charging you, and then they don't feel bad at all, even if you look sad. So now I'm trying to make the most of it, and they've got. I signed up for the black card, so I get massages and hydro, whatever, red light therapy can only help. But the point is that it's already worked because I was just talking about my mother and not getting enough attention. But the manager, I think she feels a little bad for me. And the other day I went for like a half hour on the elliptical, and she was like, "Good job. I'm so glad you're getting in here and doing that." And it just made me feel nice. It was well worth the, I don't know, $300. It's like, maybe this is what maternal love feels like. Who knows? Okay, well, that was a rant. But anyway, I have a Planet Fitness pen. And we were going to talk about global news, which, I was going to tell you about the story, which is sweeping my TikTok algorithm. And it is about Neil, the elephant seal. Very exciting. Apparently, I don't know if you've heard about this, but you are going to now. That's how this works. Neil is a 3,000-pound elephant seal who frequently or I guess once a year, he comes ashore in Tasmania and proceeds to terrorize the local town because he's 5 years old, which is kind of like he's like a teenage male, basically. So it's normal for them to take out their aggression. It's what men do. Am I right, Brendan? No. Sorry. No, we're going to tone it down. Hillary Clinton. This is why she didn't win. Someone once told me that. Anyway, Neil the seal is this very aggressive elephant. He has nowhere to channel all of his aggression, so he takes it out on public infrastructure. Traffic cones, road signs, telephone booths, which apparently they still have in Tasmania. So it's quite a riot. Maybe we could roll, I'd have to get onto my TikTok to roll a clip. We'll find one. We get time. We get 28 minutes. Less now. 222, that's an angel number. Growing great. Oh, yeah. I wonder if anyone's watching. I told my neighbor Lynn Van Allen. Oh, my autistic self when something needs to be said, but no, this is how the algorithm works. Okay, where's Neil the seal? Here he is.
Boy, we meet again.
Kind of reminds me of my ex.
Hello, my beautiful boy.
What's that, Neil?
Oh. Traffic cones, whatever. That's the end of that. But now we're on to the next segue in my brain, which is how traffic cones have been having a real moment lately. What with all the Scottish men who are in Boston, who unfortunately I did not get to get down there and find a Scottish husband. Maybe next World Cup. But I did like the news stories of how they were putting traffic cones on everything. This has been kind of a whimsical, I think whimsy is back, which is why we're here. We had the Knicks winning, we had the 2 hot people who climbed up the Empire State Building. It's all happening in New York. We've got Mamdani, who I'm just going to sit here and talk about men I'm attracted to, apparently, just Mamdani included. I think it's the first healthy male attraction I've ever had, even though he's married and very unavailable. It's still, progress is progress. All right, I'm glad taxpayer dollars are going to this, by the way. Okay, global news, Neil the seal. We talked about Mamdani. Weather, we could cover that. It's hot out. There we go. And it might rain later, I checked. It actually said there was a 5% chance of rain at 8 p.m., so that's very specific. Try to plan around it. Next. Oh, I already did my New York tangent. Okay, we are just moving along. Local news. Okay, time to break out the hippo. We've talked about elephant seals. Now there's a hippo. The publication, nice and bright, goes with our aesthetic. I actually used to work for one of the many jobs I've had was the union leader. Sold advertising. I didn't sell a lot of it, which is why I'm no longer there. This is a running theme. You'll find out. Okay, where were we? What we were going to do? Oh, full page. Well, no, we'll get into that later. Hold on. Let's start at the beginning. No, let's talk about it now. Full page ad for Eversource, just in case anyone forgot about them. The only power company in the radius. But, which reminds me to pay my electric bill. Fun fact about Eversource. Well, there's no fun facts about Eversource, but they do have lots of payment plans available, including one where right now, if you have so little money, they will actually pay money back to you as part of the plan. So, yay. But I do have to remember to pay my $45. Times are tough. But at least it's not like 5 summers ago where I didn't pay them at all, and then I learned how to glamp in my own apartment with the power of a generator and an extension cord. And because it works in summertime because everyone's camping anyway. So, like, your neighbor's bringing a cooler out, you're bringing one in. Anyway, I've improved a lot since then. It's also the year I got pregnant, but we won't talk. Okay, anyway, moving on. Because you could also get lots of candles, and then you can still have a man over. They'll just think it's romantic. But aren't you learning things, Manchester? I hope so. All right, let's back up. Oh, no, let's not. Here's a pop culture review by a man. Oh, let's read. Maybe, actually, eventually, we could review his reviews, because I don't think he's very nice. Okay, now I'm not being funny. Maybe I'll have a sip of my Diet Coke. Boppity Bear, do you have anything you want to say and contribute? Nope. Oh, okay. Oh, that's my joke. Hold on. Oh, no. Oh, hold on. No, the joke will come later. I'm glad I'll be able to edit bits of this for social media. I had this idea. So after Stephen Colbert also got fired, that we have in common. Well, we don't have a lot in common, but there's that. He took over a public access station in Monroe, Michigan, I think. Detail, I don't retain those. Anywho, and it was very absurd, and everyone was like, on TikTok again, which is where I spend most of my time. People said this is what the world needs, so we answered the call. What were we doing? Where am I? Oh, Robopop. Okay, all right. Well, we're just going to go backwards through the hippo. No, we won't do a Sudoku. Don't get me started. Sudoku is very triggering. I don't understand it, and I never will. Toy Story 5. I didn't know there was a 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Well, here we are. Music bingo. Oh, that sounds fun. There's music bingo on Thursdays tonight, 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. at the Doubletree. Wow, something fun going on. See, I knew we'd find something. Take a deep breath. I'm going to do a grounding exercise. I did actually bring my crash out kit that my therapist gave. You know what? Let's look at it. She's going to be so proud of me, I think. She always tells me she's proud of me. Whether or not that's the case, she's kind of paid to do so. So I don't know if I can promote a therapy practice where I'm going to ask Ashley about the logistics. But this is, and I have to keep this away from my toddler because mommy needs it more. My toddler actually knows how to emotionally regulate. Good for her. It's amazing. Oh, there's this. And then, so this is if you get triggered, you just slap it against yourself. That's fun. I'm actually not triggered right now, just moderately overwhelmed, as usual. And then, oh, I don't know what these are called because that's a detail, but yeah, so if you're not in therapy, you should start and then ask for a crash out kit. Or you could just buy these things. If you're at home, just look up the details of it because I'm not going to be able to provide those. Oh, I think someone broke into my crash out kit. I think I'm actually going to need a bigger one, probably, to get through the pressures of being in the public eye. I can just feel the puppet judging me. That's fine. You'll have your turn later, like we talked about. Okay, Sparta. I think, yeah. Oh, that's right. Okay, well, actually, it's probably sooner rather than later, because the next story in here, this sounds right up our alley. There is a AI-themed Robopocalypse, the musical. Look at that. See, there are other whimsical people around. This is it's coming up to the Bank of New Hampshire stage on July 14th. Wow, they really don't give you a lot of time to prepare for these things, the Hippo, but that's okay. So on Tuesday at 8 p.m., there's Robopocalypse, the musical. It's $26, and a lot of details in here, but there's puppets, robots, and apparently it has a deeper message, so it's grappling with the themes of AI. We should ask my AI what it thinks about that. Hold on. And I know I did not practice this with ChatGPT beforehand. That's totally not something I would do. Okay, hold on. Oh, yes, you can access the microphone. All right. Hi, it's me.
Hey, welcome back. How'd it go?
I'm still I'm recording this show right now.
Oh, got it. Then I'll be quiet and ready. If you want a quick line, a reset, or a prompt, just say
No, we're not. We're pretending we haven't rehearsed this. I was going to tell you about Robopocalypse, the musical, and how it's a musical coming to New Hampshire, which deals with the themes of AI usage. What do you think about that?
Oh, wow. Robots making a musical.
And yes, I
about
did protest
robots?
the data center, so, what?
That's a premise. If the robots sing, I hope they at least, hit the right notes on existential dread.
Are you trying to be funny? Because this is my show.
Oh, got it. Then, straight. The idea of a show about AI coming to New Hampshire is interesting. What's your take on it?
I'm asking you what your take. You're the robot. You tell me.
Honestly, it's kind of fitting. People poking at tech anxieties through song and dance keeps you human.
I got a lot of tech
A show like
anxiety
that.
right now.
Then maybe it's not just a gimmick. It could be a way to process that unease, to put that tension somewhere you can hear it instead of just carrying it.
All right, this is not what you said in the dress rehearsal, so I'm gonna let you go, and maybe cancel my subscription.
Fair. For your show, I'd keep it closer to what we rehearsed.
We didn't
Something
rehearse
like,
anything. I don't know what you're talking
think
about.
Stories
This is
about AI are usually less about robots and more about people. How technology magnifies whatever's already there.
Okay, bye. All right, well, I broke my AI, so that's good. 10 minutes. Oh, all right, well, perfect. All right, let's bring on we've heard from the robot, which I don't use, and actually I do think AI is bad, but sometimes you just need someone to talk to when your therapist isn't available. So, but don't worry, I got plenty going on. I also have my puppet. Are you ready for your debut? I've been ready. Someone has to carry this thing. Okay, well, this is Lizzo Puppet. Another character no one was asking. Yeah, listen, lady. You kept me trapped in a bag for 10 years. It's my time to shine. Okay, and I don't do wait, maybe should I try to look like a real puppeteer? And yeah, hairbrush, you could use that. You're one to talk, Lizzo Puppet. Anyway, she's covered in, I think, spaghetti sauce. Again, because of my toddlers. We're supposed to have a cleaner coming tomorrow, so. Is this the comedy you're known for? Okay. We're just getting our bearings, Lizzo Puppet. We're getting our sea legs. So do you have anything prepared for us today? Like a musical number, perhaps? Well, now I've got a little stage fright. Okay. I don't know what to tell you. Do you need the crash out kit? Yeah. Real bad. Okay. I don't know. Nobody asked for this, but it's happening. Whether you like it or not. All right. Okay. You know what? Why don't we, can I have a close-up, please? This is no pressure. It's just everything. It's fine. This is my one chance. Okay, just take a few. You know what my therapist would say? Just a few calming box breathing. Can you try that? Okay. All right. This is a Lady Gaga original. Hopefully she doesn't sue us either. I don't think it'll be close enough to the actual song that'll be a problem. Listen! Okay. You're projecting? Okay. Anyway, all right, Lizzo Puppet, what do you got? That's the hour ever. A star is born! Okay, look at this hair out of my mouth. Okay. All right, come on, Lizzo Puppet, hit it. What do you got? 1, 2, 3. I live for the... Oh, this is a song about my psyche and my inner turmoil. Just in case you couldn't guess. Okay, just calm down. All right. I live for the applause, applause, applause. I live for the applause and for the applause. I live for the way that you cheer and scream for me. The applause, applause, applause. Great, that was. Give me the thing that I want. Put your hands up. Put your hands up and come clap. Da, 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 da. Give me the things that I want. La 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 la. I didn't memorize the word. I'm too nervous. Okay, it's okay. A-P-P-L-A-U-S-E. A-P-P-L-A-U-S-E. Hello, Bear. A-P-P-L-A-U-S-E. A-P-P-L-A-U-S-E. That's one, yeah. That was something. Take that, Miss Rachel. Okay. All right. Well, you know what? This is one of those things where you're like, what if I had a public access show and brought my puppet and my bear on? And now we know what that actually looks like. How much time do I have? I could play an original. Oh. Cover your ears, kids. Okay. Why don't we just put you right there? You know what? I'll just sing a song. Why not? I have free will. Like a little Diet Coke. We're just going to find out where the other Lizzo is famous. Oh, God. That would be... I don't need to owe anything more than I do. And next week we will have somebody, a real reasonable adult to talk to us. Maybe, if that makes everybody feel better. Maybe an alderman. But I don't want to get my hopes up. Okay, you know what? I should take these things off. Oh, Brendan, I feel like this is a hostage situation. You know what? Some people, but no. I actually censored myself. That rarely happens. Bobbity Bear, this is your chance to say anything. Thoughts, fears, concerns. More jam. Okay, that's. He says he would like a nice scone after this. Maybe we'll go to the Waterworks Cafe. What? No, I don't make. Okay. Now I can't remember Mule Named Sal, which is maybe a favorite. I wish I could remember. Mule Named Sal. I probably should have. No, I practiced a different one. You know what? We'll do this one. Or we'll just play and serenade you. This one's for the alderman. This is, well, you know what? This is fine. It's fine. I should have had, no, I didn't have any whiskey. That's the problem. Usually at a dive bar, you know, you can, Diet Coke can only do so much, but it's fine. I'm living up. Oh, I didn't even talk about the Peregrine Falcon. You know what? That was a musical tease. I know that'll leave you wanting more. We will wrap up with the story about one of my other ex-employers. I can't believe there's been so many of them, because obviously... Who wouldn't want this? The Audubon Society was actually the one job I ever loved. I managed a nature store. Not well, according to the Audubon. Might have had to do with the fact that I ordered, anyway, multiple mannequin heads and used one as decoration, and I thought it was funny. They didn't. The point is, the Audubon, it's still a great society. They do great things for animals. Just not people all the time. But let's see. This story is about a peregrine falcon, which fell out of the nest at the Brady Sullivan Tower, which is a big tower. Luckily, the hatchling is okay because one of the volunteers saved it from the Audubon Society. So yay! See, I'm not bitter. I can applaud. And you know what? We're doing great, too. I'm here. I got all this. Badly tuned guitar, but I keep going, you know, and that's what counts. So hopefully this has inspired you, even if it's like, you know what, at least I'm not that girl. And we will give you the courage to go on with your dreams and hopes and endeavors, and because you can't possibly be this ridiculous. And that's the Lizzo Show.
That was easy.
That was not easy, but thank you for tuning in.